You know, the leagues like the NBA and the NFL, well, he said like track and field needs some sort of league like that. We need some sort of way to garner the interest and sustain our fan base. So what he did was, what up everybody, it's your boy DOC with the Runners vs. the World, and Grand Slam Track is here. Now you might be asking yourself, what is Grand Slam Track? What is it? It's the brainchild of the golden man, Michael Johnson, Mr. 2-4. He had this idea back in like the 1990s, and he had a conversation with a colleague of his by the name of Garth Brooks, not to be confused with Garth Brooks, who's like a football player, Englishman. He's big in the media. He wanted to create a league for track and field. You know, the leagues like the NBA and the NFL, well, he said like track and field needs some sort of league like that. We need some sort of way to garner the interest and sustain our fan base throughout the year, and not just wait every 4 years for someone to be interested in track. So what he did was he built like this team. He got a guy by the name of Kyle Merber, who's a middle distance runner. This isn't just a regular guy. He's a Columbia grad. He's like a sub-4 miler, and he has him as his like director of racing. And then he also added Moralake Ekinosan. She's like a Nigerian American. She's a sprinter, Olympian. He got this team together to make this league, and he got a lot of people to believe in it. I mean, he was able to gain like $30 million in funding from investors and strategic partners. Like, for instance, the Winners Alliance is one of the partners that's going to like provide funding for this event. A lot of just people involved to make this dream come true. And you know what? It's going to come true in 2025. Now, track and field fans, this is exactly what we need. This is exactly what we want. We need a meet that's going to happen, or meets that are going to happen all throughout the year, not just Olympic years, that's going to have the rivals racing against each other. Not only once, not only twice, not 3, but 4 times. Every single year, the rivals are going to go against each other, and we get to watch it. We don't have to wait 4 years. So it's up to us to support it, to watch it, to show up. And in 2025, Grand Slam Track is coming. So I'm going to break down exactly how it goes. So in 2025, the 4 meets for Grand Slam Track are going to be in Kingston, Jamaica, April 4th through April 6th, Miami, Florida, May 2nd to the 4th, Philadelphia. Oh, I love it because that's exactly where pin relays is at, and everyone that knows track and field knows about pin relays, and you're going to have in the same stadium. That's going to be May 30th to June 1st, and then LA, June 27th to June 29th. If you have not purchased tickets yet, purchase them right now. You can go to the Grand Slam Track website and purchase your tickets. You can get 3-day passes, general admission, VIP, everything, and it's super affordable. I already bought my tickets for Kingston, Jamaica. It was $20 for the 3-day pass. You have no excuse. Just support track. We need to sell out every single meet, because what that will do is that'll show that there's interest in this sport. And if we sell out every single meet, then the viewership goes up, the support goes up, the winners get paid. People will be exposed to this sport that we love, and we'll be able to show them exactly what this sport is about. They'll see the rivalries. They'll see the things that happen like behind the curtains, not just on the track, people run in circles and things like that. They're going to get to know these runners, get to know what it's like to compete in these meets. They're going to get to know what the rivalries are like, see them talk smack, place bets on them. It's going to be so much more fun, but it's up to us to support this. It's broken down even further. I know everyone has questions. They're like, okay, Grand Slam Track, is it just a regular meet? No, it is not. And I'm going to break that down. Grand Slam Track is comprised of 96 total competitors. There are 48 men and 48 women all compete at this slam. How it's designed is to have rivals compete against each other 4 times each year. So you have these 48 competitors, men or women. Let's start with 48 men, and they're broken down into 6 categories, okay? Sounds confusing, but I'll break it down. Those 6 categories are the short sprints, the short hurdles, the long sprints, the long hurdles, the short distance, and long distance. Within each category, there are going to be 2 events. So for instance, the short sprint has the 100 and the 200. So for example, whoever's competing in the short sprint category will have to run the 100 and the 200. So you're gonna see like primarily 100-meter runners who specialize in the one have to compete against 200-meter runners. The short hurdles will be the 100 hurdles and the 100-meter dash. So you're gonna have a 100-meter hurdler like Grant Holloway compete in not only the hurdles but the 100-meter dash as well, which is gonna be great to see. I'm pretty sure he can go sub 10. We'll see. The long sprints, you're gonna have the 200 and the 400. So you might have a 200-meter runner that only runs it. You'll see like Gabby Thomas or something run against someone who's like primarily like a 400-meter runner and see how she compares to them. The long hurdles, you're gonna have the 400-meter hurdles and the 400 flat. Sydney McLaughlin-Lerone in the 400-meter hurdles will have to run in the 400-meter flat. I know everybody wants to see what she can do. In the short distance, you have the 800 and the 1500. That's going to be a great one to watch. People keep on sleeping on distance, even though that's like short distance, mid distance. But the 800-meter runners having to jump up to the 15 or a 15 guy to jump down to the 8, you never know what's going to happen. And then lastly, the long distance, which is going to be a 3,000 and the 5,000, which those races have become my favorite to watch. I mean, probably because of Ingebrigtsen and Kerr and all those guys. The distance is something that you have to watch. And I guarantee if you bet money on that race, it's going to be, you're going to be standing at the TV screaming at it. I guarantee. You got 48 runners, 6 categories, 2 events each category. Each race, you're going to have 8 runners total. 4 of them are going to be the Grand Slam track racers. Those are the people that Sydney McLaughlin-Lerone's, the those are going to be the people that are like our premier top athletes. Now, they pick these athletes out based off like their credentials. If they have like a medal or like top 10 in the world. So those are going to be 4 people out of the 8. The other 4 are going to be like up-and-coming competitors. They're going to try to gain a spot next year to be a Grand Slam track racer. Those 8 people are going to compete in the 100 and the 200 against each other. So it's going to be interesting to see how those primarily 100-meter runners fare against those primarily 200-meter runners. And this is going to happen over 3 days that they're going to compete against each other. And it's just going to be amazing to see how they do. As a Grand Slam track racer, okay, it's based off like fandom, top 10 in the world, like credentials, medals, things of that nature. They pick people based off like their rivalries. They want to see these people compete against their rivals. You know, for the US, it's usually us versus someone from Jamaica. They have a contract with Grand Slam track and they have to compete in all 4 races. In addition, they'll get an annual base compensation. So they're going to get money regardless if they do all 4 slams. That's from what I've learned. It may be wrong, correct me in the comments, but that's what I know. They can also compete on their own sponsor kits. So they're not under some big umbrella of some company or, you know, some specific brand that they can't make other money from. So they're going to gain money from an annual base compensation and from their sponsor kit. You know, there may be an appearance fee as well. The big hoopla is there is a prize money. You can win $100,000 for first place at these meets. So that means 4 slams. If you win all 4, that's $400,000 that a racer could win in 1 year. And just the prize money. In every race, the winner will get like, it's a point system. And everyone that knows track and field, they're familiar with the point system. If you get first place, you get 10 points. Second place, 8. Third place, 6. So on and so forth. It's the same. When these competitors, for instance, the short sprint, the 100 and the 200, if you win first place in the 100 and then you win second place in the 200, your grand total is 18 points. If you have the greatest number of points, then you win that slam, $100,000. Now, if you and someone else have the same number of points, then it's going to be based off the added total, whoever has the shortest time of the added 2 races. So if you ran the 110 flat and the 222 flat, what's that? 32. But if someone else runs the 100 and 10 flat and they run in the 223 flat, then that's 33. That's how they do the points, and that's how they decide who's going to win the slam for that meet. What I love about this even more is that it gives the Grand Slam competitors a chance. Now, they're going to mix these competitors up every single meet. You're not going to have the same challengers every single time. They're going to mix up to give people a shot. And I love it because it gives these people to say, you know what, you didn't pick me as a Grand Slam racer? Okay, well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove myself that I need to be up there with the best. And I'm going to prove it on the stage, and I'm going to win the money, and I'm going to take it. I think that adds another element to the meet that we need, that we love, that happens actually behind the scenes on your high school team, on your college team, when you got, your coach picked like the top 4 in the relay, and you're faster than 1 or 2 of them. This gives an opportunity to prove yourself on stage. So that's another element that we have to just sit there, watch, and enjoy. Now, once again, please comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to be at every single meet. I'm going to be there for rapid reactions. I'm going to give my predictions. Any bettors out there, hit me up. I will let you know exactly what I feel as though is going to win. Let me know what you think and how you feel about this. That right now is Grand Slam track. I'm going to have a bunch of videos following up, giving you all the information that you need to know about Grand Slam track that's coming in 2025. Remember, once again, comment, like, and subscribe. It's your boy DOC. Peace.